Everything started with Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage was a mathematician, a philosopher, an inventor, and a mechanical engineer. So a lot of people gives him credit for creating the first computer ever. So he is known as the father of the computer by so many people. Congratulations, man! Here are some examples. Here's the example of his first creation, or the first attempt to create a computer. And well, he had like big dreams about computers and engines and stuff like that. So in 1834, he proposed the idea of a programmable computing machine. We are now in 1954 with the Georgetown IBM experiment. So this experiment was or consisted of the first demonstration of an automatic language translation machine. So this machine was used to convert brief statements from Russian to English. So here's the size of the machine, which was huge, and some scientific people involved in this project. And this is how machine translation started. So what is machine translation? Machine translation is a process of using artificial intelligence to automatically translate content without a human translator. So these types of machine or this type of translation aims to translate natural languages using just computers. This type of translation blown up in the 2000s. Now, neural network. This type of network are interconnected series of nodes loosely modeled on the human brain. It's an information system in which input data, the things from the outside, if I can say it like that, are passed through these nodes, or in this case we're going to be called them hidden layers, to produce a certain output or a certain product, if we can call it that. So these neural networks can work with very large data sets, or with huge quantity of information, and they require little supervision. So this network employs the encoder decoder framework. That this means that we are going to have an input to create an output, or we are going to receive something to product or to make something else as a result. So this has three main components: the input layer, the hidden layer, and the output layer. And now we are finally into neural machine translation, which is the main topic of this video. So this network works with a complex mathematical formula, but it is represented as a neural network. So this program is responsible for encoding and decoding the source text. That means encoding is understanding. For example, if we want to translate from English to Spanish, let's say, the encoding is the first part. It's understanding English. That's encoding. And decoding, it's going to give us the meaning of that encoding, or in this case, the translation of it. So this neural network we are keeping the same topic of neural network translation. So this is based on an architecture which is called sequence to sequence neural network, and as you can see there, it's seq to seq. So this sequence aims to map a fixed length input with a fixed length output. That means if we want to translate something from English to Chinese, let's say, imagine that a phrase that I want to translate to Chinese is, I don't know, 5 words length in English, but the translation only needs 2 Chinese characters. So that means that the length of the input might be different from the output length. Now, some advantages of this type of translation is that first, it takes into account the whole input sentence at each step when generating the output sentence. That's why it's a complicated work, but it is done by this. Second, the more translations an engine performs for a specific domain or language, the higher quality output will be able to produce the machine. So yeah, the more information the machine has about the language, the better are gonna be the results and the translations that the machine is going to produce. Then another advantages is its high accuracy. These engines can understand the broader context of words and phrases to produce more accurate and fluent translations, and even they improve over time. Just as Google Translation, it has been there for, I don't know, 20 years. So as the time goes by, the translations are getting better and better. Then another advantage, fast learning. These neural networks can be trained to quickly obtain and to quickly understand information. This type of translation also has a simple integration and flexibility. So this means that this can be integrated into many software and applied to many content or files of many formats. And the last one, it's customization. So you can customize and update the model or what you already have, we can say the program, through terminology bases or brand specific glossaries and other data sources to improve your results, and you can make that as you like. And I guess that's all. Thank you.